in addition to being the CEO and chairman of MicroStrategy, you're also the Giga Chad of Bitcoin. So this weekend, I saw a tweet that said about 6 different people had said that they had orange pilled Michael Saylor. How did you actually learn about Bitcoin?
Okay. For the record, by the way, when someone called me a Chad on Twitter, I actually had to go on Google and I had to Google Chad to figure out what it was. And then when they called me the Giga Chad, I couldn't find a Giga Chad Google. But then I studied up on all my Bitcoin mining terminology and energy terminology, and all started to make sense a bit. With regard to Bitcoin's an interesting thing because when you first hear about it, if it's not a problem that you've got, if you don't have an urgent need to understand it, you're not very open-minded. And so you tend to dismiss it as some kind of technology startup thing, like, oh, people are doing this Uber thing, or they're doing this Airbnb thing, or they're doing this, this Second Life thing, or they're doing this Bitcoin thing. These are all, interesting techno things. So, I honestly can't tell you the first person who should have been a Bitcoin, but I must have known about it by 2013 because I was tweeting dumb things about it, right? I thought that it was going to go away like online gambling. So I must have been reading about it. Then I as best I can piece together, at some point, Eryka from Bank of Eryka must have come to my house in Miami and pitched me on it, and I dismissed her. And then at one point I met Perry-Ann Boring from the Digital Chamber of Commerce, and she must have brought up this thing, and I thought, I don't really know what that is, but it seems kind of odd. And I know my friend Eric Weiss back in 2018 or 20 or so talked about his crypto venture fund and his interest in Bitcoin, and I kind of dismissed it. So at least those 3, I have this vague appearance. But let me tell you, if you'd asked me in 2020, I would have just remembered Eric. And it wasn't until I re-met Perry-Ann and Eryka, and they reminded me, they're like, you really did like totally dismiss us out of hand the first time we pitched you on this. I'm like, I'm sorry. I probably, if I could do it again, I would have made a lot of money maybe, but